So let's just start off here. It's Thursday, March 11th, 10:23 p.m. And I just want to say how glad I am that it's Thursday night, because that means I don't have to go back to work until Monday. So I have a good couple of days off to, I don't like I can't say that word, rejuvenate, because this was a rough week. Long story short, it's Thursday. I worked Monday through Thursday, and in those 4 days that I was at work, we had to call the cops 3 times on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday for like different situations. And I'm just glad I'm home and I get to have a few days off, because it's been rough. I might go a little bit into more detail later on in this vlog, maybe tomorrow morning, because the things we have to go through. Guys, I work in retail. Like, why? Why do we have to call the cops 3 times in 1 week? Why? Okay, so this is a reading vlog. Just needed to vent a little bit, vent a little bit more tomorrow morning with a little bit more detail. Okay, so I first want to talk about Cinderella is Dead by Kaylin I'm so tired. Kaylin Bayron. Okay, so I was reading this, I think, in my last vlog, and I didn't tell you guys. I was like in the middle of it. I finished it, and what I have to say, hold on. I have notes. Oh, I can actually look it on my phone. I wrote it on my iPad, but you know, Apple, everything's connected, so I can look at it on my phone. Okay, so Cinderella said, first I'm gonna start off by saying I gave this 3 out of 5 stars. This wasn't like completely bad, but I didn't love it, so that's why I gave it 3 stars. I really liked the beginning. I was really intrigued as to where the story was gonna go, and yeah, there was a few like different like mysteries that was really interested to see like what that was all about, and just where the story was gonna go and how like everything was gonna work out. Then the middle happened. In the middle, there were things that happened. How do I explain this? I felt first there was a lot of telling and not showing, and then it seemed like they weren't doing much to like accomplish the things they had to accomplish. And then there also, our main character Sophia, she put herself in situations where I kept describing it as not getting caught, but I forgot who it was I was watching, but they explained it better. There was no consequences for the things she was doing. Like, there were things that she did, and it's just like, how can there be no repercussions for the things that she did? Like, there should, at least once there should have been something, like something should have happened. I don't know how to explain it without spoiling anything, but yeah, there was no repercussions for Sophia in certain situations that she put herself in, certain decisions that she made. And then there was the whole thing with leading up to the ending. How should I say this? Basically, they had no plan really, and the plan that they did have was just like, how can you think that would work? I'll just leave it at that. But yeah, that's one of the things that really bothered me, was the whole, they honestly had zero plan. And I'm just like, what? but this book did touch on a lot of like interesting and important topics. Oh, I do want to mention that there is a trigger warning for physical and verbal abuse. So I would proceed with caution if that's something that you would like to avoid. It's not very descriptive on like, or like scenes where like we never actually see anything happening, but it's spoken about a lot in the book because just how this world is and how women are treated in this world pretty much with zero respect. And also there is a lot of, you know, just not being afraid and not trying to hide your true self, and knowing that just because you don't fall into the norm, you shouldn't have to hide, and that you should be your true authentic self. So that's some of the things that I did enjoy about this book. The whole not going in with a plan, that just threw me. I'm just like, what? But yeah, also this is, I think it is considered young adult, but I feel like it falls in the younger side of young adult versus like a little like, I don't, yeah, the younger side of young adult and not like the older, because this, I felt like the writing was very simple. It wasn't anything that was like hard to get into, so that's one reason why I think it falls into like the younger side of young adult, minus the whole physical and emotional abuse. I would still recommend this book if you would like to pick it up, if you like retellings. Oh, because it's a retelling, I did like Leigh Bardugo like completely twisted, not twisted, like she pretty much flipped the story, you know, Cinderella, and completely changed it. And basically in this world they think that the Cinderella story that we know, that's her story, but in fact that's not the truth. There has been so many lies and so many things that had been hidden and unsaid, so she just completely like flips it on its head, and I did really enjoy that about the book as well. So if you enjoy retellings, or just like, as I heard someone say, a remix of a story, I would recommend this. But again, there were some things that I found that I didn't enjoy. So yeah, so 3 out of 5 stars. This clip is so long. Okay, so now going into my plans for the next 3 days: Friday, Saturday, Sunday. My main focus is gonna be Season Storm by Leigh Bardugo. This is the second book. This is the second book in the Grishaverse trilogy, and I really want to finish this trilogy and the Six of Crows duology before the show comes out on, I think, April 23rd. I think is what it is. So I'm gonna put a lot of my focus into this book and trying to read this. And then I'm also currently reading Incendiary by Zoraida Cordova. I am currently on page 45. This is a buddy read with my friend Carleni. We were supposed to be at like page like 200 and something by Monday. Neither of us did that, so I'm tracking through this slowly. But I might just do like this Friday and Saturday and then this Sunday, or I might read some of this all weekend, like here and there. We'll see what happens, but these are my plans, and I'll let you guys go now for, you know, the moment. This is a long clip. This is like more than 10 minutes. So I'll talk to you guys in the morning. Friday, March 12th, 4:53 p.m. and I have an update for you guys. Okay, so first off, last night I did get some reading done of Incendiary by Zoraida Kodorova. I am now on page 68. I'm about to start chapter 6. Oh, I don't know if it's because it's just taking me one. I'm like reading a little bit of pages every now and then, or each time that I pick this up, I'm a little tired that I'm having difficulties getting into the book and just like falling into the world. So I'm not loving this right now, but it's not like I'm hating it either. There's some other thoughts that I have, but I can't say those because spoilers. But yeah, I'm not that far into it. Yeah, and I'm just a little, I'm a little bit confused as to what's going on, just because once I started this, I just read little pages here and there. So I don't know, and like not much has happened yet, so I'm still trying to get into this world and trying to figure out what's going on. But yeah, that's just my thoughts so far. I really wanted last night to like stay up really late. Like I had a tea with caffeine so I could stay up like really late. I made it to 1:40 a.m. and then I was just like, I have to go to sleep. But yeah, I'm still really want to like dive into this and see what happens. Yeah. And then now I've been reading Siege and Storm by Leigh Bardugo. I am on page 61. I'm about to start chapter 4. I'm listening to the audiobook of this, so it's making it go by quicker. I literally started like not that long ago, like maybe an hour ago or something. I don't know. I didn't notice what time it was when I started, but right now I'm just getting back into this world because I read the first book last month, Shadow and Bone. Now 60 pages in, I know what this is about, this creature. But yeah, I'm just getting back into this world. I met a new character. What's his name? Strumhond, I think that's how you say it. So far I like him. Some of the things he says, I'm just like, what? And that's why I like him. Like this isn't really a spoiler, but he's like, Alina is trying to tell him something and he's like don't waste your time unless your story involves a talking dog. Like, I'm not interested. And then he's like, does it? And she's like, does it what? And he's like, involve a talking dog. I was just like, what? Yeah, I found that so funny. I'm just like, what is wrong with this dude? But I'm excited to like continue on with this, and I'm excited to see more of this guy because some of the things he says is just like, what? But yeah, that's what I have for right now. It's like I said, it's almost 5. Chloe from Books with Chloe is doing her Patreon live at 6, so I'm gonna watch that, and she most likely will do reading sprints, at least like 1 or 2. I feel like at least 1. So I'm not sure which one I'll read, either Incendiary or Siege and Storm. Not sure which one, but I'll do a little more reading then. I'll touch you guys. Why can't I speak? I'll talk to you guys again once that is over. So yeah, I'm leaving now. Okay, so yeah, okay. So it's still Friday, March 12th. It's 11:33 p.m. A good amount of hours has passed. I think the last time I updated was like at 5 something. So I did watch Chloe's Patreon live, and I was reading Incendiary by Zoraida Cordova. I have to look at it to remember how to pronounce it. So yeah, I read a little bit during that live, and what did I do after? Then I had dinner, and then I just finished watching one of the random shows that I watch is Married at First Sight. I just finished watching the most recent episode, and so I was reading during commercials for that during that show, because that show was 2 hours. So during commercial I was reading Incendiary, and that episode, man, this one girl, the guy that she got matched up with, who's now legally her husband, is a piece of trash. Like, there's no way around it. He's a piece of trash, and she just gave him like literally like a third chance, and I'm just like, why? Like, no, like, peace out. Like, no, he's a piece of trash. Anyways, you guys are here because reading. So yeah, I'm on page 91 of Incendiary, and I'm starting to enjoy this more than I was from the last updates. So I'm now even more intrigued to learn more about these characters and learn more about what happened in the past before the beginning of this book, and what events are gonna unfold in the story. And also, I think one of the reasons why I went into this a little bit weird, like that, like not knowing, like not fully loving it, is because I'm used to like starting a new, like when I start a new fantasy, seeing like, because usually a lot of fantasy involves some sort of involves some sort of the main character falling in love with somebody, right? So usually you see the relationship start from beginning to like the end, and in this the relationship is already starting to form, so they already have a history. So that's different for me, so, because I am just used to seeing the relationship unfold from beginning to end and not starting from like the middle of the relationship. So that's a little different, but now I'm starting to like be intrigued in this relationship and just see like what, again, like even with like that would happen in their past and what's gonna happen in the future. Hope that makes sense. But yeah, I'm gonna take a break from this, and I think I'm gonna go back to reading Siege and Storm for a while. Not right now, I need a little break because I've been reading for a bit. Probably like 12:30 I'll start reading again, and I'll jump back into Siege and Storm. So yeah, that's the little update I have for you guys right now, and I'll talk to you guys again later. Hey, so it's Saturday, March 13th. It's 6:55 p.m. and I have been reading because that's what I wanted to do this weekend. And first, let me tell you how I'm really like enjoying just focusing on reading these past 2 days, like yesterday and today, because it's really taking me out of like stressful, annoying week that I had at work this week. So I'm really enjoying just reading. So first I'll talk about Incendiary. Last night I read until page 110. I'm in the middle of a chapter. I'm in the middle of chapter 8. And I'm now starting to really, I don't know if I already said this, I'm now really starting to like the characters, and I'm excited to see just learn more about them and see like where the story goes. But today I have done even more reading of Siege and Storm by Leigh Bardugo. I am now on page 261. I'm about to start chapter 10. And just like Shadow and Bone, this isn't like anything like amazing, but it isn't as bad as people have made it out to seem, at least so far. First, this one character, I was like, I feel like he may be somebody else, and this name that he's using is not his real name, and I was right. And now I know why people love this character, now that I know it is this person. And I'm just like, yeah, I love this character. He's honestly just like, the way that he speaks and things he says is just like question mark. It's just ridiculous, the things that he says. It's just like, what are you getting on? But yeah, I starting to understand why people love this character, and I'm on board. I love this character too. And I'm now starting to see why people find Mal a little annoying. Yeah, I'm now starting to see why. But yeah, I'm just excited to see where this series goes and what else is gonna happen. So yeah, that's really all I have to say. And yeah, I having so much, I don't know what that sound is, but I'm having so much fun just like focusing on reading this weekend and getting my mind off of stuff, which I found out one of my co-workers messaged me yesterday and told me something else. I don't know if I already said this. Wow. But he told me something else that happened at work yesterday, and I'm like, dear God, why? But yeah, I might talk about that a little later tonight. But yeah, just wanted to update you guys on my reading, and that I'm having so much fun just focusing on that. I also need to finish editing a video and post it. I don't know when that's gonna happen. We'll see. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys again later. I did get a package, so I'm gonna unbox that later on. Once, like, yeah, just later on. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys again later. Hey, so I don't really have an update on reading. I'm on page 206. Season Storm, but I promised you guys an unboxing, so here's an unboxing. It is. Okay, so let me explain. So this book series, the cover and like kind of like the tagline was revealed like 2 days ago. So I'm behind on this series, so I was like, let me get a few of the books in this series to try and catch up. It's not really a series that you need to read in order, but I haven't read a book in the series in a little bit, so I was just like, I wanted to get back into the series. And yeah, so I got 3 books in the series, and I just want to like catch up before there's 2 new books coming out this year, so I want to catch up. I think I won't catch up by the time the next book comes out, but the one that was just revealed, maybe by then, I don't know. So I'll be in like fall. Oh, by the way, where's my phone? What time is it?
It's 11:58 p.m.
It's 11:58, so it's almost tomorrow. And it's also daylight savings, which means we lose an hour tonight. So it's gonna go straight from, it's gonna skip 2 a.m. if you're from somewhere that doesn't do daylight savings. Okay, here we go. So the first book we have here, Mirror Mirror by Jen Colanita. So yes, one of the books is part of the A Twisted Tale series. I've read 5 of the books so far. I've read A Whole New World, Once Upon a Dream, It's All This Time, Reflection, and Conceal Don't Feel. So I read 5 of the books so far, and I think I need to really, there's 6 more that are already out, so I have some catching up to do. So yeah, the first book, Mirror Mirror, and this is the twist is, what if the evil queen poisoned the prince? So yeah, I'm excited for this one, and I'm probably gonna do like, I don't know if I'll do like a weekend or a whole week reading these books. I'll probably do like a week because I read kind of slow. So if I do like a weekend, I'll probably get through like 1 book maybe. So I'll probably do like a Disney week. Ooh, that'd be interesting. Oh, and I have my Disney sweater on, my Walt Disney Picture sweater. Okay, so the next book, Part of Your World by Liz Broswell, and this one is What If Ariel Had Never Defeated Ursula. So, yes, and the last one I got is So This Is Love by Elizabeth Lynn, and this one is What If Cinderella Never Tried On the Glass Slipper. So these are the 3 books that I got. I'll tell you guys, I started reading Part of Your World I think around the time it came out, but then I wasn't feeling it, so I put it down and I never picked it back. I had a library copy anyways. It was back when I still was getting books in the library, and you know, all the libraries were open. So yeah, hopefully I able to get back into this series and catch up. And yeah, it's funny, I didn't realize that I got the 3 that I got are written by different authors. So the 3 different authors that write this series. So I'm excited to get to this. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the Disney week. Not sure exactly when I'm gonna do it, but I'll let you guys know, and that should be fun. And yeah, I don't think there's anything interesting on the actual covers. Yeah, no. So yeah, oh, should we talk about, I told you guys I was gonna tell you guys what happened this week at work and why it was so crazy, and how we had to call the cops 3 times. Okay, so the first, I don't even know if that was the first time. I think it was. I'm so confused. No, the first time was, I'm gonna be a little bit vague about it, because like I don't want to give too much detail, because I don't want to say exactly where I work. I'm gonna say I work in retail, like I've said before. So I work in a store. Okay, so there was this item. We had some items on display near the front door. It's a big item. It's a big box. Like, ooh, I don't even know. Maybe like, like I can't even show you. It's a big box. So we have different kinds, different sizes, like out, right? So I'm watching this guy because I'm at the register near the front door. So I'm watching this guy, and I'm like, he's being weird. And then he, like, there's a sign on top of the box. He puts it aside and he lifts up the box that has like candles on the side. He picks it up and he's like, and then I'm like near the door. He like turns and like the door is here, and I'm like, he's not gonna pay for it. He's gonna steal it. So then I go, bro, you're gonna pay for that? And he goes, nope. Bucks it. And then my GM happened to be downstairs, so I call for him. He sees what's happening. He runs outside, tries to chase the guy, sees him going to the train station. The train just so happened to be there, so the guy hopped on the train. So that's the first time he had to call the cops. The second time was not the next day, but the day after, I think. I don't even know. I'm getting all my days mixed up. Rude customer. She was being disrespectful. And yeah. And she started recording because we have like this section in the back where that department, they like, well, I'm just gonna say they provide a service. So they help out different customers with like with stuff. So I don't work in that department. So yeah, this customer was just being rude and saying that they weren't doing anything, that there was like 4 people back there and none of them was doing anything, why they don't know how to do their jobs, why they're not doing their jobs. So it was a whole big thing. She was saying like really rude things, and she started recording them for some strange reason. So then one of the people that works there in the department, they were just like fed up and they called the cops on her. Yeah. Then when was the next time? Oh, the next time, it was the last day I worked, Thursday. So on Thursday it was again in that section. Where I work, that neighborhood isn't the best. There's a lot of homeless shelters and like rehab centers, but I don't know what it is. So there's like a lot of people that like are on drugs and are dealing drugs in that area. And that lady seemed a little off. Also, it's just like those programs, like obviously they're not providing the right resources for these people to get help, which is sad. But yeah, she was being she was being rude and racist, and just being disrespectful. So one of the guys who works in that department, he was fed up. That department, they just fed up with everything, which I don't blame them. So he called the cops on this lady. They ended up giving a picture of the lady to the cops. It was a whole big thing. So yeah. Oh, and then yesterday on Friday, I got a message from one of my coworkers, and he's like, so the item that was stolen, the thing in the big box, he was like, so somebody stole another one on Friday. And I'm like, oh, what is happening? This is ridiculous. So yeah, so that was my work week, and I'm so glad that I'm just like chilling. I got to chill yesterday and today, and I have tomorrow off again. So I'm out of that craziness. I don't have to deal with that until Monday. But yeah, that's my work week. And there was this other situation which I'm not even gonna get into, because listen, I don't know what it is about this location, the people that come into the store that I work at. I could tell you a story for days of the crazy things that happen at my store. Like, it's crazy. But I'm not gonna get into the other thing that happened this week. But yeah, I'm just like so glad that I don't have to deal with any of that anymore until Monday. And I just get to chill and breathe this weekend. So yeah, so that was my unboxing, and that was my work story. And yeah, so I'm gonna get back into reading because I took a bit of a break, just to get a little break in between reading. I'm gonna get back to reading. Gonna be reading Siege and Storm, and then right before bed I'm gonna read a little bit more of Incendiary. So yes, so that's my update for right now, and I'll talk to you guys again in the morning. ooh, it's now technically the next day because it's past midnight. It's 12:09 p.m. and on Monday, March 15th. Yes, 15th. So I just finished Siege and Storm by Leigh Bardugo, and I gave it 3 stars. So basically, it wasn't amazing, but it wasn't as bad as people make it out to seem. Yeah. The way I hear people talk about this book and the series in general, they make it seem like it's like the worst thing ever, and I'm like, it's not as bad as people are saying. But then again, it's not amazing either. Like, not too much happened, but honestly what made this book was Nikolai, which I feel like a lot of people feel that way as well. Just Nikolai, just like things that he says sometimes is just like, dude, what? He was like pretty much the best part of this book. I know I did a time lapse earlier and I was reading a scene with Nikolai and I kept laughing. I'm pretty sure you could see it in the time lapse. But yeah, Nikolai, love him. Yeah, this book is mainly just them trying to find this thing, finding out there's another thing, and figure out how to find it, and just plotting. There's a lot of plotting, and yeah, and trying to figure out how to take down this person. I don't want to say too much because this isn't a spoiler. This is not a spoilery vlog. So, but yeah, there's not too much action. I see why people think Mal is annoying. I can see it. But then again, people usually are more like, oh, the Darkling or Mal, and I'm like, I'm here for Nikolai. Because I don't see how Alina and the Darkling can be together, but Mal is annoying and insecure, so I don't, yeah, I'm just like, what about Nikolai? But yeah, gave it 3 stars. Wasn't amazing, wasn't completely horrible like everyone says it is, and yeah, so I'm excited to read the next book. Not really excited, but I'm more excited to get to the Six-Crow duology, to be honest. I'm glad I've gotten 2 books out of the way of the Grisha trilogy, and I just have 1 book left, which I probably would read, which I'm probably gonna, I can't speak, which I am probably going to read next weekend, so look forward to that. But yes, Siege and Storm done. And yeah, oh, so because I'm wrapping up this vlog, so for Incendiary, I'm still on page 110. I'm excited to get more into this book this week. I'm probably just gonna vlog again during the weekend. I'm not gonna vlog during the weekdays because I'm working Monday through Thursday, so we'll see what happens. I don't think I'm gonna vlog, but I will update you guys again my next vlog on where I get to with Incendiary, and then I'll start Ruin and Rising as well. So yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know down below, what do you think of the Grisha trilogy, if you have read it, and also if you plan on reading the Grisha trilogy before the show premieres on Netflix in April. And yeah, so if you like this video, please give it a like if you enjoyed it, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to become a member of a little family here on Yari Hearts Books, and I'll catch you guys here next time. Yes, so bye.